Welcome back, one and all, to part 3 of our lecture here today. Nice to see you all. We've got Aileen Bill coming up to stay and a few other people. Today we conclude with the amazing photographs of Aileen Bill it's taken over the years. And we're going to show some of these fantastic photographs to you in a moment. Now, each and every one of you, I dare say, will have your own interpretations of what you're about to see. But before we get to Bill's lecture proper, I think there's a wee start-up, a couple of slides that I want to talk to you about. I first of all met Bill, how many years ago, Bill? How long was it? 4 years ago.
Yeah, in London.
At a hotel in London. This is the first time that I met Bill. This is a photograph of Bill here, showing the camera that he uses to photograph all these amazing, what you would call them light beings, we'll say in a minute, orbs, etc. And over the years, Bill has got this famous pose where he points to the sky.
So got to know that.
That's the one, yeah. And you see the photographs. He never takes a normal photograph. He's always got his hand up in the air, pointing to the light beings, call them what you will, but that's for sure. And just bear with me. Okay, Bill. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the wonderful Aileen Bill Rourke, all the way from York. Thank you.
Well, thank you all for coming today. Brilliant to see you. And get ready, now I'm going to do Chubby Brown. Yeah, I'm doing all these stanky babies. Don't believe any of it. Pop on him out.
Do you want to discuss the type of camera you're using?
Oh, the camera. Well, that's about a 240 degree Fuji. I've had that for 2 years. Actually, it should be good in a science museum. Bloody lollipop. Yeah, well, that's been 4 years this is in. I've had this camera. I've got another one which is flat and upgraded it, Fuji camera. And other people check them all out thinking something goes wrong with them, you're getting funny lights in it, they don't operate right, so blah blah blah, load of rubbish. The images that I've captured on this one in the last 4 years are going to astonish the world. Barry Fitzgerald kept seeing me, which I didn't know was a Malcolm did, from Sligo, from GHI, which is Ghost Hunters International TV program, came to see us. And we Skyped over the last couple of months before he came to see me at the Glasgow conference. He checked that camera out for 2.5 hours with my wife here, a hotel in Glasgow. And apart from my laptop and other X-Files that I keep in my haversack there, that he went through, he did all loads of tests on it, and he says, this camera is perfectly normal, Annabelle, but you're not.
That's it.
That was it then. Ooh, look at that then. Right, that's my bedroom window. See a bit here? Mallow there. That's my neighbour's roof. We know it. That's not as blue. No, it appears. This is from not a still shot, a video shot. This blue life force has been visiting me now for years, which has got a conscious entity and life force in it that connects with me, and it's even a lot bluer than that. When you actually take still shots of it, the flash of a camera, where it takes the blue and the colour light force out of it. And you look on the back of the digital camera, what I just showed you, it's like a boiled blue colour, and that's over the roof of my house, at my bedroom window there. So that's a still shot, but do you see that anyway? Look, that's the bottom of the computer. You see there? So that's freeze framed on the computer from a video of it over my house. That's about a couple of years ago, wasn't it, Becky? Yeah, but I get this regularly. So, and same thing with ghosts. Well, ooh-doo-doo-doo. Not quite Luna. Ooh. Go to the next one. Now, I've got to show you these here because the Seti Blue Mist here, this is again, there we go. So this is from James Gilliland in Mount Adams in Worcester. Do you know James?
Yeah. Sorry.
Good friend of Mary Rodwell, who I met last year at Leeds University. And this life force here, and James gave me these pictures and that's in my book, is also nothing to do with ghosts, to do with ET, spiritual beings.
Yeah.
And these are sat on the little seats out there, Ennisfield, Mount Adams, the SETI Ranch, which a chapter and book is going to be called the SETI Connection. And he gave me these to show, we did it anyway, didn't we? And said to me, still open mate, because that's what I get coming around me, thousands of miles away, they have these connections all the way around planet Earth. Isn't that curious?
It's fantastic.
Yes, and that's what a James is. The Mount Adams, this life force, and you know he's been to all the courts with the American government trying to get him off his ranch for years.
Yeah.
Bless him, I'm going to go meet him eventually. These are like living beings, the UFOs that come from this Mount Adams out of it and appear like this, like organic. They don't have to be all nuts and bolts. They're so clever and advanced. Yes, it's like Wizard of Oz. It's like, oh, yeah. Oh, wait, Mount. There you go. Right, you see the crop here, this is from James again. Mountains when I go visiting. And these are the light forms. Let me do with ghosts again. Well, something similar to that, which I'm, because my tourism publisher, which, where is it? David Jensen, isn't you? In Glasgow, mate. Yeah. But the other way around, in much more detail, these visitors, similar to that, came to me, 7 of them in 2009, wasn't it, Vic? 21st December, and my wife Victoria says, what are you doing out in the front garden? I said, somebody's come to see me. What do you mean? She thought, well, how many drinks have you had? And it was like -5 outside, and I think police were in. You stood at the door. This is something out to get. Somebody's come to see me. So, a lot more detail than that, which you've seen, haven't you, David? When we were in Glasgow, we were upright and hovering in mid-air. One hovering in mid-air, and something, and they were like 6'6" tall to about 12 foot tall. But with this same life force in them, in my front garden, which is only about 20 foot long and about 15 foot wide. And I told you, didn't I, the night before, something's going to happen. I have to go out here. And I just waited. When I actually was doing it, that cam you saw there earlier, the little battery cam was on the back and it was glowing red. And I wasn't ready with a battery charger. I thought, bollocks, I'm going to miss this. I didn't have a battery ready. So I dashed in, didn't I? Vic went to bed then, thought I'd gone off bed. Don't know why. So then I catch them. Pardon?
Wife seen them with you.
She saw the picture instantly after.
Right.
Victoria has seen life forms in our house and craft. Actually, in my book, my wife took a picture. Oh, is it? Oh, it might be up on here, isn't it? Yeah. Later on, yeah. That my wife took of a craft outside our house. And Andrew took it, Vic took it. I was watching it through binoculars. I turned it on it. Come on, man. Right. It's SETI. All these older visitors. Okay. And these are nothing to do with ghosts, it's not really now anyway. This is conscious life force of other beings that appear in this orb form, and they can change any design they want. This is how they paint you to raise the consciousness for you folk on planet Earth as you want to know. So that's from my SETI. Then I'll show you one that links, should be, next one is it, because it was mine in the garden.
Wow.
There you go, that's my garden.
Japers.
Look at that, this is my front garden. There you go, so I actually connected with the SETI Ranch. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Where did all them come from then? And these are folk. Which you quite understand about yet. And they're all folk. There you go. Right, there's James, we'll eventually meet. Look at this colour of light that comes to him. I get through this. Look what's in the background. And where on top of James's head. Bless him. Good guy, boy.
You can always see faces in that.
Right, obviously one of my fields. Now you see that, there's the cosmic light again. All the visitors coming around there, and then they are in motion. The little comet tails in them, where they get interactive. Again, you've seen these before? Yeah, you must have done. It's global, there you go. There's thousands of them. So you understand, don't you? It's nothing to do with ghosts whatsoever. Lots of folk think that
Multi-dimensional.
moisture and rain.
Multi-dimensional.
That's a load of rubbish. These are conscious beings which appear like, I don't know how old they are. It can be hundreds of thousands of years, it can be millions of years old. So I don't know about that. Anyway, they're living beings and they're good. That's the main thing. There's nothing bad about this. This is all good for you. There you go then.
What?
This is my next neighbour's roof here. My bedroom window's like over there. I put there, there it is. And actually we went to the window, up in the bed. And here's one of my visitors who come to me, shined a light towards my bedroom window. Yeah, that was a few years ago. Yeah, I catch them all the time. Right, this is a good one. Front garden. This was only about a year or so. I just mentioned it last night, didn't I, Malcolm? This is at 1 o'clock in the morning. This will be about 100 feet up in the sky, outside my house. And at 1 in the morning, I'm a night owl. And I go up when the planet's at peace and harmony. I go up to Farmers Fields on my own, on my bike, and meditate with the universe and nature, and wait for things to come to me. We have a bit of a gap. Before I'd even got off, this was up and outside my house. The thing I didn't know was at 1 o'clock in the morning, a friend of mine in my local pub called James, who used to go fishing years ago, his son, who was 90 years old, was over the road. I didn't see him, so I saw this light appearing to me straight away. Started filming on my camera. I said, what are you doing here? I've got to go to the field. We shan't be here. So I filmed it because he wanted to meet me early on. This laddie was over the road on a Saturday night, coming back from a late party, going home to see his dad. And he said, I saw it in the building, his front garden. And he's like, it's light in the sky. And he says, I could see it. So he got his mobile phone now and took 6 pictures on his digital camera and got 6 shots of this being in the sky at 100 feet out. So that's big. Over 100 feet out, that's zoomed in on. And he saw it all. I didn't notice he was up the road. Then I watched him in the fields and had other visits. But the next day, he came to my local pub with his dad and his wife and his other brother. And his dad came up to me and nagged me. He says, I've taken the bloody piss out of you for years, I don't mean to. But he said, I believe you now. My son took pictures of this light in the sky you were talking to in your front garden. But he said the weird thing was, he said he got 6 pictures of his mobile phone. When he came in, they'd gone. He didn't have them. And he saw him go on his mobile phone. And I showed him, and his son that was in with us, in the pub the next day, what I got on my digital camera. And he said, that's what I saw, Dad. I don't know where my pictures went. And I said, this is what your boy was looking at then. But he lost them the next day. They'd gone on his mobile phone. Visitor. Isn't that great? So that stops him taking a mickey, and he bought me a couple of drinks and all. Bonus!
And signed up to a new phone contract.
Right, there's another thing to my local pub. Yeah. I'm always about Luna and the orbs and stuff. So one night when I'm showing you when I've done the orbs around me, and get singularity ones like this. And Lunar Moon, I looked up, that's called Luna.
That's it,
Yeah, that's Luna. So when I went to my field, it's only about a mile and a half away from my local, the lads in my pub on this night were taking the mix and I think they're just catching the moon area from. I said, right, I'm going to show you something the next day then when I come into this pub. So I went to my field and low on the horizon, I'd say about 20-30 feet off the farmer's field, Luna was low in the sky, and I asked the light visitors and the orbs, could you appear next to the lunar moon? So the next time I go in my pub, I want to show this picture.
Yeah.
These folks stop taking the mickey. So she says, show me the visitors, your light orbs, next to Luna. And the next picture I took, Luna there on the left, orb visitor.
And clearly not a lens flare.
Parallel, same side, lit up
Not a lens flare.
right in front of me, hundreds of yards away, that's zoomed in on, right next to it. And I took that pub the next day, I went, there's Luna, the little planet there, orbiting, and there's the visitor, right next to it. And if you speak to them properly, they'll give you these images
Yeah.
and respond to you. So, there you go.
That's epic shot.
No ghosts again. There you go. Well, that's comets. Nope. Yeah, that's another field shot. Oh no, it's not a field shot. No, this is my front edge. Now, there's the gap in it. Well, I should have that edge cut out. Look at that, we're a front garden. See, we put down these all little baddies here. We've look at them, all energetic, conscious folk. From we don't know where. Dimensions. Not to do with dimensions, this is. They come from.
And that's great because rain doesn't go up and snow doesn't go up.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Heidi.
Absolutely
Bless you.
brilliant.
There you go. Oh, this is a really special one. Right, this is my neighbour's, about a 15-foot bush tree. I've been filming for about 7 years, and tonight I touch that and it glows like a Christmas tree lamp, and all these lights appear in it. So there's the little bit here, and then this magnificent person turned up and glowed over top of it when I was touching one. It's only early hours of the morning, and look at that one. That's just important.
And that's not the moon.
Except you fellas.
Is that the moon, was it?
Is that the moon?
No, no.
It's a big.
Oh no, this come with him. His mate, the visitors together. But this one just lit the light. See the energy and all around that?
Yeah.
And I've been filming this. My neighbours chopped it down about a few months ago, about this size, because they had some dodgy vines that started growing in it. It was mucking it out. And it's come back and there was cannabis.
Oh my God, we're so in tune.
Oh, did you?
Cut that.
So he watched me do it, so I held on to it, and he watched me step back, and all these colours and lights appearing. They always communicate with nature, the cosmos. And I took amazing pictures. And my neighbour, she's called Val from Glasgow, she used to ask me, she'd get a locket out to get a picture of the branches. Am I cutting the neighbours off, Mabel? I'm just connected with the cosmos. So he kept me down there, the little root. It'll be alright, come back up, and I still communicate with it. So that was a few years ago, when it was really big. What was it picking out? About 7 foot, wasn't it now? Going back, so these are the visitors come to it. Go on then. Oh, there you go then. What do we got here? Oh, that's the field shop. Oh no, it's my garden. So here's my cosmic mist here. Life up comes to it, and I asked, you know the beings in the sky, I said, you sort of blue mist that comes around all the time. I said, I want one of my light beings with me, with chains in the garden. And as soon as I asked that, that appeared. Amongst it. Instantly, within seconds.
Did you say it verbally or think?
Generally, I think of it.
Question,
Yeah, I don't do all that stuff. Except I'm doing it now.
That's a good question.
Excuse me, those orbs in your photographs, can you see them with the naked eye before you actually took the photographs?
Right, it's about 50-50, I'd say. Half of them at times I see with the naked eye before it happens,
Right.
and then half I don't. And I look back on my camera shots afterwards and I'm dumbstruck what else I've captured. So I think it's about 50-50.
Would you say you feel that they're there?
Oh yeah.
So therefore,
Yeah, the
I feel
atmosphere
compelled to
in
take
the
a
garden
photo.
or in farmers' fields changes. Well,
Yeah.
my ears on my arms
Yeah.
look like a porcupine
Yeah,
and prickle up, and I feel the atmosphere just doesn't change. I know something's going to happen.
yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
that happens to me actually. I just sort of sense they're there.
So you should
And
do.
then, you know, then you take the photo and flip them. But
Yeah.
occasionally I've had
Yeah.
spots of them, you know, with the naked eye. But
Isn't
it's
that
so
great, though?
briefly because they move so fast.
They do, no.
Yeah.
Yes, they are very quick.
Would you say they're like, and I've never seen them, maybe after some tree experiences, like sylphs and those kind of creatures, would you say like they're not like they're good, right, but they're not like omnipotent things, are they like nature spirits, or what do you say? What would you say?
No, I think they're definitely from interdimensional, and it's not just nature. No, this is a other dimensional planetary thing going on here in multi-universes. Last months ago, I was so pleased to see on TV and National Press, but Professor Steve Hawkins and Professor Brian Cox admitted, freaking took them a long time ago,
Oh, didn't
there
it?
was multi-universes. And I thought, about bloody time.
Yeah.
For God's sake. You think one's big? There's loads of them, all interconnected.
They're all related
And all this is connected with it.
do you think they're related in
Oh, it's all related.
nature spirit, like
Yeah.
they're kind of
Actually,
not the same, but
upset Professor Brian Cox quite a few months ago because I kept a campaign going against him. For over about 3 weeks on Facebook, didn't I? Backing him up. Because he'd done an article in the Sun paper about doing Spielberg's E.T. 80s movie. And he says, intelligent life elsewhere in the universe is probably just micro, like the little bags of things. Blah blah blah, and E.T. and Sunday, Sunday papers, like Golden Bed Sun paper, it's rubbish. So, and you know him anyway, don't you? I mean, Nicky Pope, met umpteen times. He's always nervous in his Nick Pope, MOD boy.
Can you not
That's
see?
photographed me,
Can you,
stands
literally,
next to me.
my ears burn my ears burn when you say
Yeah,
that.
so I kept him going in over this for about 3 weeks with Professor Brian Cox, and he wanted just me off his back on Facebook. And I says, you stop doing stupid articles with bloody sandpaper and taking the mickey and let them write what they want.
Oh.
When I met Nick Pope over 4 years ago at a conference at Leeds University, somehow some paper got my landline phone number, and a guy called out and rang me up, and they offered me thousands of pounds to do stories with it. So all they wanted was some of my images sent to them from my laptop, and I said, what control did I get over that then? And he said, no, we write what we want, but we want to make submissions. You're not doing freaking nano, with the mock and Mindy, you can get stuff. And I think it was Nick Pope who leaked out, because I didn't know they got my number. Of course, it tested me for days to do something on it. And then he done that, Professor Brian Cox in the Sun paper, so I got on his back months ago for about 3 weeks until it was retracted. In the end, he sued So they misrepresented it, I didn't say all that word in, and they're bugging him up and they weren't happy about it. And he said, now will you leave me alone? Well, I was one of the ones that kept on his back up. He should have done that with the Sun paper. Some bollocks. Not having it.
Yeah. Or a turncoat.
Good for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Bravo.
Diverse there, but now Malcolm.
That's all right, I do it all the time.
I think all this then. See all these light bulbs in here. So now I've got some of these later on with multicolour. And a lot of times, you know, with cameras with flashes, there's more energy and light in here and colours that cameras always pick up. And again, that is beings of a light bulb, nothing to do with ghosts. And these little ones here, little popping up, all the buddies together. That come with them. Life you don't understand it yet. But it's intelligence. And it's amazing, and they're very clever.
You can see a face in that one as well.
Isn't that? Well done. Good go. Right, this is an interesting one. Again, this was only crikey. This was Edinburgh, wasn't it? A couple of years ago, didn't it? Again, this is about 15 foot. So going out at 50 outside my local pub. Some lads again inside the pub were saying to me, oh, it's fag smoking photograph near. They go, or a car exhaust going off. And from outside the pub. So when I went out this night and I sent them in the car park, and I've had friends of mine come in the pub with me, guys and lasses in the car park, and they've seen this visually appear, and then they crap themselves. What are you doing? You're like a magician, doing a dynamo thing, and all that. And they go in, and they're the devil of brandy and all that, and the landlord said, I wish you'd do that early on.
Yeah, can I book you? Yeah.
Because they go in and shop back in hell. I need a devil brandy, I need a bottle of vodka. So when I went outside this time, some friends came with it, and I said, listen, you fuck smoke, and I was on carrots open. I said, can you do a different design for me? So that's like 15 foot outside the pub. Anyway, it's this square shape. Lad said wants to smoke it. And he did his best to do this cube shape with it. And I went straight and said, well, look at this then. Does it look like a fact smoke to you? It went, what the bloody hell? So that was a couple of years, wasn't it, Mal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even look like smoke.
Oh, there we go. Oh, bless him. See, quite good, Cabot, mate. Here's me pal. Down here somewhere. And here comes the visitors. Look at that. Aren't they great? Wonderful. Did you see any faces in that one?
Oh,
What do you think? Ooh,
That's the filter.
that's the filter. Go on, yeah.
I
Go on,
reversed
mate.
it.
Show me for that. And that's the pub car park as well. Of Queens. It's only 800 metres away. Right, you love this one. This is my little dog, Rocky.
I say a dog's looking at it.
Yeah, this is about 1 o'clock in the morning. He will not go upstairs on the night in Victoria when I go to the fields until I come back and visit. This is in the back garden a few years ago, and he's doing a number 2.
Yeah, too much
And then as soon
information,
as
Bill.
this visitor come, it turned into a number 10. And I knew it was there straight away. And he's like, looks at me thinking, what the hell's going on? Oh, and there's one of my visitors right next to him. He's quite doing a number 2. Bloody nowhere. Can't get any privacy in the back garden. You really Bill.
Bless.
Isn't that great?
Oh.
This is for a bit of fun, which I did years ago with some lads at a scooter biker boys in York. These dogs, they're angelic, and you don't know how the size of anything. This is Andy, and I was photographing him. He's called Mental. When you see me at the pub, and you should drive on this mate called Clinty, my buddy, in his builder's van. And every time I saw anybody in baseball caps riding on a cycle, which I do all around York, his dog would go mental trying to get out of his wagon. I thought it was me, and he came and greet me. So I photographed him. I did this for a bit of fun with Annie a few years ago at Cross Keys next to the racecourse in York. But I've also superimposed, obviously, Nickel Paul from the movie Environment. And it's got this permanent hair. I did that for a bit of a laugh. Yes, there's Annie with one of my buddies. That's for a bit of fun. Oh, crikey.
He's not going to get on, don't you?
So he's going through his photo album.
And that's it, it's about old camera. It's Samsung camera on this night, bag of death. This was really filmed in York, and I felt this energy come to the camera, and I felt it heat up in my hand. And someone went, well, that's actually one of the last pictures it took with it. And this light force comes into the camera, and I went, the camera's not working, man. It suddenly went, whoa, try to switch it on again, back again. I still use the Samsung camera for downloading the pictures onto my computer. But it won't take a picture of it, and that's what that's the picture it took. This life force came to me and I filmed it, energized up into the camera. The old Samsung, which I've got in the haversack in there. That was the last visit that camera was supposed to take. But again, beautiful beings, but stop packing me cameras up!
Yeah. You can pay for the contract next time.
Oh right, here's my neighbour's tree bush again, look. Here's the top of it. So even then, a few years ago, it then had been about 14 foot high. Here's the image of the village. See that? That is actually a green colour, like the Aurora. The green lights, but it's not Aurora, and it connects with this bush and tree with me and starts glowing. I don't know whether you can see that's green, but that is really a green colour. And there's the visitor energising it, and that's the top of the bush.
I see. I would have put it the other way around. I would have said that they are drawing the energy from the Mother Earth plant. To me, that's saying it's coming from the plant to them.
Yeah, and there's a mating with him. Yeah, I've got loads of these, thousands of them. There you go again, look. There's the mateys here, look. All these are important. Doesn't matter how big they are, they're very important. Yeah, more visitors. Oops, what happened here then?
Oh, that's a bit
Right,
scary.
this is my left down. This has happened for me for 5 years. And the visitors come to me, actually came to me when I was 5 years young, on Christmas Eve. And then they started energising for 5 years of my left down. This is in the field, visitor there, put the little satellite, that'll be about 7 or 8 feet away from me in the farmer's field. And this has lasted for 5 years. The camera down there draining me. They didn't mean to, but the sense I'm taking too much energy from it. When I used to go to the fields, and not just in fields, in pubs I've done this, and I've had a big camera for the people in the pub, that one, that digital camera in there, the one that Malcolm put on earlier on, and I've had my camera to people next to me in the pub, sat on stools at the bar, take a picture of your hand, because I think, oh, you've got trick cameras in the alien though. I said, no, I haven't. This is what happens to me, I'm supposed to give you these signs and teach you something. So they take a picture and it comes like that, normal. And then I take it like that, and in the pub, that happens to me. Not just in the field, in the pub. And I give it back to somebody else, in the pub, they take the picture down again, it comes out normal, and give it back to me, whoosh, and all this light appears in my left hand. That lasted for 4 years, and I said, you dream of this, starts building up round about 6 o'clock in the evening. And what it's like someone's put a lead pipe down my arm where my bone is. And it gets really heavy, I feel like an orangutan, like this. No, my neck is getting a bit, and I said, right, as soon as that's happened to me, even when I'm out anywhere, I start taking pictures of it, indoors or outdoors, and I feel the energy come to me, but that's in a field. Right. There's a little visitor there. Thousands of them. Look. There you go. Right. So you see, that's my wife Victoria there. This is the Bay House pub in York. This was on the last night, a couple of years ago, this one with the Mystery Plays in York. So there was some spiritual healers from churches and stuff in York that were involved with the Mystery Plays. There was about 150 people in this pub on this night. And again, I could feel this energy building up in my hand. So I said, I'm going to take a photograph. About 6 of them were females. That's who was built to churches in York. Before I even said that, the sense of energy was building up down there. And a couple of them knew me think of it. And they said, hey, Bill's going to put his hand out, something's going to happen. Well, I took more than that one. In fact, the first photograph I took, I don't think it's on here, Vic's jacket was on the chair down here somewhere, and you could just see the top of her jacket on the back of her chair. And the first picture I took, there was too much energy, and I couldn't see, apart from Vic's jacket, nobody on the pub or anything. It just went white out, totally. And I said, you give me too much energy. I can't see anybody, this ain't going to look good. I've got people in the back, I said, focus on my left hand, like you're supposed to. So the next picture I took, done that, and we got Vic with some other friends from the Mystery Plays in York, in the background. There you go. Well, look at this fellow, Gordon Bennett, poor little fellow. Boy, I don't know him. He played the devil off Coronation Street in the Mystery Plays. Graham Hawley, wasn't it? So I went over to him, I said, I'm going to give you a gift, Graham. I said, I'll come and see you at Mystery Plays, in Museum Gardens in York, and take it back to your family. And I showed you some pictures, he went, what? And I'm going to do something else here. Why he said, it's very hard for me to say, you played a good devil. Because that would go really well at all. But he did play it as the devil in the Mystery Plays, acting-wise, really good at it. So he just sort of took it on board. And he was smiling there, thinking, I'm going to have a really good drink like this guy he's doing. you go then. Right, this is my local pub. So, you see the stalls here, around the bar, right there. So, this is only a couple of years ago, and this only happened for 7 months. And it was a Saturday afternoon, at about 2 o'clock. And sat on the couch having a bit of a snack on a tray, and the little dog Rocky next to me on the rug, and I just says to Vic, I've got a pain just shot into my right hand, because that's my right hand, obviously. This was only a few days later, and it was sun shining through our French doors at our house and stuff, and so I've got a photograph my hand. And like that, actually, the first photograph I took was cut off more near my wrist, and that hand started looking daylight, and I felt this pain suddenly coming to my hand. That lasted for 7 months. I don't know how many 7 months. Same thing again, I was showing people in the pub, and I said, look at my hand. With that, and doing the same thing again, and they just got the normal hand. But I told you, didn't I, at the time, when I got this pain in my right hand, and she said, I've got to contact your left hand. She said, something's going wrong here, they're doing my right hand now. And the other one lasted for 5 years, that's my right hand. It was that, you cannot fake this. But, oh, I'm rubbish on computers, Vic knows that now. Yeah, oh, how do I fake all this? Plus, I say, I give my camera to other people, and you do that, with 2 hands. Go on, man. Go on the next one now. There you go. Oh, this is a few years back. That's my front edge again in the garden. I've come back on this night from the Arts match. I wasn't involved in that. I went to a pub called the Derwent Arms on the outskirts of York. With some lads from the Cross Keys over the road from the York Race Course. And I just go to support them. I went off in this little minibus. And actually, when they left there, I told them not to drive down. This guy was driving a minibus. And I got in the minibus and something went right. And I put my hands up, this is obviously in the same night when I got in. And all like fog spawning, like, it looked like fog spawn glowing, lit up in my hand in the back of the minibus. And you sang to me, and I told my this lad who was driving it, and he's back into York, I said, don't take these 9 kiddies now back into York. We've got to wait 10 or 15 minutes. So one of us said, don't know, something's not right. 10 or 15 later, there was a massive accident on the way back into York, a car crash. That we would have been in that vicinity in the minibus. And I took pictures again in the minibus, and this is when I got in on the night, so on the same night coming in from this, the lads from the darts team said the same thing again, take my camera and take photographs of your hand in the minibus, and their hands come out normal. And I took mine again, and little glowing balls of light, like fog spawns, all hovering around my hand. And so I said, don't go off now, wait 10 or 15 minutes before we take us back into Europe. And this is a picture in the garden, when we got back from the pub on the way on the same night.
Can I ask you a question in between, because I will forget if there's a question and answer. How long did it take you to acknowledge the things that were being given to you? Well, I mean, obviously you're going to have a fear factor at first, but, well, maybe not, but you know what I'm saying? How long did it take you to actually acknowledge that the things, images, feelings you were getting?
When I was 5 years old.
Wow.
On Christmas Eve. My father used to come, not like most folk do, put Christmas presents under the Christmas tree. I shared a bedroom with my half brother David, and he also put Christmas presents at the end of the bed. When he came in drinking bottles of stout, he had all them years ago. So I remember shouting downstairs to my stepmother, 18 years back, and says, our Billy is at the window and he's got his hands up like this, when all the bedroom's glowing, and there's no bloody light on. So I think about 20 bottles of stout. I just go back downstairs for 10 minutes and come back out. I didn't acknowledge him at all, because I was mesmerised as it lights I was still stood there. My hands until I was 5 years old. And this is when I got the connection that I was on about, and I remember it like it was yesterday. And he had his voice behind me again, and I didn't say anything to it. He said, he's still bloody at the window, he's got his hands up, and everything's glowing. I don't want to know about this. And he never mentioned it. He said, I'm not taking fucking presents upstairs, but in the bed with him again, under the tree. And he didn't want to know. He was very old-fashioned, my dad was, and Victorian. And we never discussed it.
Oh.
It was too much for him. So, yeah, that was it. 5 years old, I think that's my first memory.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm 62 and a half now, in Earth years.
Oh, I love the heart.
Yeah. The heart is very important.
Can you give any indication as to why you're chosen for this?
It's not me, but there's loads of yous.
No, I know, but I know it's not just you, but obviously, you know, you're aware of it more than.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
No,
So
no.
you don't never said
No.
this is your purpose, sort of thing.
I get told telepathically when I've been in Phil's now, they give me 3 weeks, actually, Barry Fitzgerald comes to us in Glasgow a few weeks ago, and didn't he say exactly the same. But I told him what he hears sometimes in there from the Ghost International programme. And I said, do you know anything? So about you? He says, yeah. And I said, it's happened to me for years. Quest alone saved the children, isn't it? And he know all this. And baby steps. Baby steps there all the time. And even Barry Fitzgerald says, it's about time to change the bloody record in. But says, I hear that, I know, like it's stuck in a groove.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, and what's next? He says, say something else then, but they don't. Keep getting those over and over and over.
Save the children.
Yes, they do. And they don't mean little nippers, you're old children to them. They don't mean little babies,
Yeah.
they're all babies to them. They're so far in advance, so you don't have to take it in that context at all. But I've said that to Barry Fitzgerald, didn't we, in Glasgow, where he said, that's what I hear. Completely, isn't he? So, but it's the same thing over and over. And I keep putting my hand up going, and?
Yeah. Next, come on, bring it on.
Come on.
Heaven's sake.
Right, oh, and there you go.
I
You said you've done this before, Malcolm. What good timing? You should be good at There you look, again, look at the colours. See, and also me, green, into Titanic Gully, look. With the visitors, see? And a lot of times it happens to be there, but sometimes when I put these up there, I said, come. That's blue actually to me, that's on the back of the camera. And like I say, the flash, I think it takes the colour out of it for some reason. But that was always like a royal blue colour to me. And there's a good, right, these are good.
Oh, I like that.
Right, this is the Canaries, Port Ventura. So this is our last Brian from Dublin, who's a right skeptic. A friend of mine, Keith from London, right in there. This is my second oldest son on planet Earth, who's a carpenter, he's all building business. Still a massive skeptic, he's changed his mind now slowly, slowly. And there's a guy from Glasgow called Alex, on a triple heart transplant. And he's like, there's a family photo with him there. Go on the next one, I'll tell you what happened next with him. Right, this is Alex's hand. A Fort Ventura, like a big canopy to the Atlantis Hotel, wasn't it? And I says to Alex, I says, there's nothing to do with believe, you have to know what's going on the universe above us. And I show you what pictures I take. And because I think, I've got to do this, there's a little Spanish lass at this hotel. And I used to go off until about 1 o'clock in the morning, so about 3 o'clock, to the beach and walk out the hotel and go and harmonise with nature on the coast. And this little Spanish lass in reception at this hotel used to hide like that.
Oh.
What are you doing tonight then, Evo? Is it okay? I'm not safe, she's popping the credit like It'll be fine. I'll put my hand out to the beams of this hotel, and my hand will be closed, I'll show her. I'll come back and show you something else in a bit. Anyway, so Alex is here, this is his hand, see his ring on your finger there. And I said, really believe, I'm going to show you something, Alex. So we're very good buddies now with him. And he said, he took a couple of photographs like that, and like in the pub I've told you about, his hand had become that normal. So then I put my hand on his shoulder, and I looked up at the sky and said, now really believe I'm going to give you something here, it's going to really treat you. Next, boom!
Whoa.
Seconds later, there's his hand again.
Stop.
Seconds
it.
afterwards. And I says, now you got it, matey. Look at that, see how did that happen? I know, pretty cool though, isn't it? That's his hand, not mine. Seconds later. No believe, no, took another picture. He went whoosh.
No. Do they always come when you ask them to?
Not always, no. But I'd say 90% of the time. Yeah. Right, this is a friend of mine now who's got a fabricating company in London called Scott. So he was writing to all this stuff and believing about it. So I did the same thing, this is all the same night. I actually did it with 7 people, didn't I, in Fort Ventura. And I said, I can't just be doing this on my own, I have to try and integrate some of these folk. And while there's energy with me, to pass something on. So there's this Scott from London with me, next picture of him, and watch it. Look up's on his wrist, so you can see his wrist, and he's got his bands on there.
Yeah.
You know, and he's watching everything. And obviously, so with his arm there, there you go. One, I said, he took the first picture, and he took this one, the exact same thing with him, seconds later, he actually burst into tears. He went all weepy, what's that here? He says, I've gone all emotional, and all the body changed and everything. And he started crying. And I said, oh, those are good tears. Yeah. And he said, yeah, I can't do this happened to me, Bill. So that was seconds later, is that right? Oh, right. Then you know this fella, Benjamin Crem, from London, does a magazine called Share International. I met him once a few years ago, and to communicate with him a bit, at the friend's house opposite Euston Station, and I started to go visit him. He's written loads of books, he's an author, lecturer, he's an artist. This is Jill, helps me put together the Share International magazine, and I've been waiting years to meet me. The funny thing with this fella is, he's 94 years young now, and I still communicate with him. Halfway through his 2-hour lecture at the friend's house in London, he put Ray-Bans on. He's got all these tripods and videoing himself. I'm sat at the back because I've never met him, and they're all looking around this audience, about 200 people in. They went, that guy in the building's put Ray-Bans on, and he packs them on. Halfway through his lecture, and I thought, what's going on here?
That's a bloody good idea. I might put mine on now, you know what I mean? Just join in.
Yeah, so I didn't know what to do with that the first time I met him. But as soon as he held my hand, he said, what did they call you? I said, I'm nicknamed Alien Bill. I said, are you okay with that? Just something about you. And I said, what's that? Come to see you, Benjamin. We've got some stuff to do, to work together. He's written about 34 books. He gave me his 16th book he'd written, called The Guardian of the Forces of Light, UFOs and Their Spiritual Mission. He said, when you write your first book on Planet Earth Variable, pick any paragraphs out of that you wish to and put it in your book. I'll be delighted. That's me and Benjamin, bless him. He's a good boy. Oh, right. There's a lot more. This is what I call wipeout pictures. This is the time of feel I've got a few
That's a
dozen of
vodka
these.
photo.
Everyone's different. This is what I call a wipeout. When I go in some fields sometimes, all the farmers, hedgerow, and sky and everything around me disappears for seconds. And I look round and I feel this energy, I feel like I'm getting squashed a bit with some energy. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting that up now, I'm off somewhere. Alright, bother it, just wait. So when this happens, everything disappears around me. I look up around me, can't see the sky, can't see farmers field, can't see the book. And this is one of these pictures called Wipeout. Every one I get is totally different. And I get these amazing strange colours and designs on me. And I only ever get one picture, and it goes, and the farmer's fields and plays back to me again. And that's it. And this is what I call it, I call them the wipeout pictures. I've got dozens of them, and every one is totally different. Isn't it, Mal?
Yeah.
Malcolm knows all about this. Right, so this is on near the racecourse in York. The Marriott Hotel will be that way, about 100 metres away on the left. This will be the trees on the York racecourse in the Naesmire. The visitors are coming today on this night. Down this picture and others, and it appeared like that to me. This further way down, this was a bit weird on this night. I saw another bit of this about that high up, building up about 100 metres away, going to the centre of York from the racecourse. And I thought, that's not my cousin, what on earth's that? So while I'm filming these about me, some of the lights appeared to me, I kept glancing to the left-hand side of me, seeing this little mist building up, getting bigger and bigger. And I took my eye off it while I was taking these pictures, and well, where's that gone? I didn't know what it was. When I turned round, I got 2 taps on my right shoulder. There's a bloody Roman soldier stood behind me, but his legs buried in the turf. Right behind me, tapped me on there, and I looked round at him. Where do you know? Where you come from, mate? I said, I'm the freaking sci-fi guy. You've got to go see Vic Bill and go most on it. Within that, he went back into a column of mist and thought he back on the Naesmire. The next day, I met a friend of mine at the Cross Gates on Tally Road, whose daughter looks after some museum job, and I didn't know this. Where I was stood on the Naesmire, there's a racecourse, there's a Roman path, exactly where this fellow appeared to me, underneath where I stood. I didn't even know that. So this is the same night when this was happening to me.
And that is with the same camera?
Yeah.
So it's not a slow exposure or anything, hence the streaks, that is just a normal shot, but that's the
That's a
same
normal shot.
that
Yeah, and I saw that with my naked eye.
in my head.
She was in front of me, yeah.
Because that looks like a slow waterfall type shot.
Yeah, there you go.
That's crazy.
Right, now look. This is a good friend of mine in Zurich, Diana. Bless her. I'm going to go to Switzerland and meet her eventually. We are communicating again, she's going to like these. This ain't fireworks, or sparklers, waving a torch around. I get it all the time. And she has a spiritual connection with beings. So that's one of the Dianas, and she's helping with my book. She was actually going to send us a text or do something on this. But her parents are 92, I think her dad is, and her mum 89. Call it a social home in Switzerland. And so she's got to sell the house off the cat, look after each other anymore now. And it's called like social loans that she has to go to. So all that was on her mind. Like she's going to send me a text from Switzerland to tell you about today. She'll do when I do a Never Conference. But these are some of the light beans that come to her. We felt, come on then. Right, that's mine in the food. It connects with Diana. No glitches on the camera, that would have been about, it was about 15 feet in front of me. It's another few miles out of York. And that's exactly the same beings of light that meeting Diana in Zurich. The same life force, intelligent life force. Now do we ghosts. And then, now, this is the same field on the same night when that shepherd's like crook appeared to me. That would have been about 30 foot away, that's zoomed in on this one. So exactly the same night I put that one, and then that lit up in front of me. So I said, I call it a shepherd's crook, there you go. Well done, man, people, whatever you want someday. Oh, I do this and that. I don't know. You hear me? You can't hear
We can hear you, darling, don't you worry about that. I've got my Zoom mic on, don't you worry about it.
There you go, there's Diane again, look at her. Bless her. Constantly connected with her hub. Look at the energy, look at her. And that's spoke with her. Bless her. You know about these anyway, don't you? There you go. And look how happy she is. Smiling away. This is my friend Yvonne Schooler from Victoria in Australia. And she sent me these images. I was doing my lecture last year when you, Malcolm, in there, at Edinburgh University. She was delighted, and she was allowing me to put these in my book as well, The Connection. And this is what she takes in Victoria, Australia. And look at how she's greeting the folk, and that can harmonising. It's all important. Look at that. So it's exactly like Jupiter.
I was going to say, is that planetary shot? It really looks like
You've had a collision
Jupiter.
with Jupiter. Bloody hell.
Can I ask you, do you like to come to you, or do you actually have particular practices where you focus and kind of go to them? Is it all kind of...
This sort of come to me sort of pretty instantly when they're ready.
Do you go into like kind of shaman type thing?
No, I don't need to. No, I do touch nature and other stuff, but I don't like meditate, put myself in a sort of trance with this for ages. Usually when this is going to happen, like today, the atmospherics, even in the front garden or in my house, the atmosphere changes within seconds, and I just know something's going to happen. So it's sort of sometimes like spontaneous, really. So I don't build up to it.
It's the CE5 without the need for a process.
Yeah, I don't really need to.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't need to.
But the CE5 thing has been proven that you can use that platform if you need to do the
can, yeah.
summoning thing.
But when it's happening anyway,
You're
I'd
very
start doing it even more
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's a way of us feel happy together.
Yeah.
It's like a mutual respect we have with each other.
Connection.
And sometimes it's like a bloody party. But they don't bring any bad ways in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
That ain't on, is it? That ain't on.
Oh,
So have you ever asked them to appear, like maybe doing a presentation?
No. I show them immense respect.
that's when it becomes a circus, which
And
is
yeah,
a
and
lot
I
of
don't
what
like
goes on.
yes. And it,
Circus, yeah.
circus stuff. Yeah. As in,
And
they
they're not
do it
performing monkeys.
on the way they wish to with me, and I just wait.
Yeah.
And they have to respond to me. Yeah. I don't demand anything. I don't do all that stuff. That's rude. I won't do it like that. Yeah. And you farted, that was rude. I was trying to catch you out. You never.
The other thing I wanted to ask before we go on, because most of these pictures look to me like you've taken at night.
Yeah, yes, they are,
I've got
mate.
several that have got in the daytime and then really with like...
Yeah, it's night stuff. Yeah.
So have you got any
That for a second.
No. The ones that I can see in the daylight, because I can see out here now, look at these clouds here, no, thousands of feet or so up. Finally, slowly flying from right to left, you always do it with like one-way street up there. And I've been able to see these now for about 4 or 5 years. On the night, they're nicknamed fire stars. And so I can see them out this window now, and they're all going that way really slowly, methodically. And they turn around a little bit, circle around again, and then they shoot up like they're on a whip line somewhere. They're a light pinkish colour in daylight. I see loads of them. And on the night, they're nicknamed fire stars. They met villagers on the east coast at Moulton, over to Scarborough, with Farley Whitby. And they said they see about 40, 50 on a night. I see thousands of evening daylight. I'm watching TV screens in pubs where Westminster, the river, is on, and you've got Big Ben in the background, and I can see them on TV screens at home, flying all around the land and everywhere. And thinking I went to Cyprus and Canaries on aircraft a few years ago, I saw them in layers up to 15 and 20,000 feet up, and I thought there was only one layer, which ones I can see now. I thought that was it. And then I tell you on the aircraft bit, I said they're below the aircraft, then another 100 feet up, and another one there. That's just trillions of them flying in the skies. I don't know what they're doing. I can see them out this window now, see if I'm on there. And I'm glad I can, because I know they've come here to help. So I'm chuffed about that. That I can't film them. Nah, I don't think anybody can. I ain't got cameras to film them. Barry Fitzgerald didn't try to do it with me in Glasgow uni, went to the car park, and he had this camera he spent £1,000 on, and he says, I can film something like I'm in orbit around Luna Moon there, you know. And he tried to film them with that, but he didn't pick him up, did he? But he saw me talking to him, watching, and the power up. Occasionally, you point him, follow him, track him, and they communicate with it, and they go off like a flash bulb in the sky. And the lassie called Ruby Paul, which Vic knows, her child used to come to our Royal Academy Ballet School for 9 years. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, asked me to go to her house at 11 o'clock at night, and she'd been seeing these for 2 years now. And so I went, I thought she was going to come to film in Sky watching, she wanted to go to the front garden. So I went to see her, and we were there from 11 o'clock till 1:15 in the morning, and I tested her to see if she could follow them, follow with the finger. And I knew when they were going to power up, some of them, and I didn't tell them when they were going to. And I saw some power up and go off like a flash bulb, it was right inside of me. And I said, did you see anything strange going up there then, to Ruby? Because they would show me, and she pointed exactly to where they were, and they flashed again. And she was communicating with them. And we did that, like I said, till 11 o'clock, till 1:45 in the morning. But she only sees 40, 50. On this night, she suddenly saw thousands of them. And she thought they'd come, because I was with her in the front garden. They were already there. For some reason, she was only seeing a few of them. Well, I can see that, I can see them, I can see them out there now, and I'm happy to. Okay, come on, Malcolm. Did I diverse there a bit, Malcolm?
I think you did.
Right.
That was our fault, sorry. That was our fault.
Oh, thank you. There we go then. Right. My house again. Yeah. Right, these are tubes. This, right, now back door, be over here. So literally, that's my bedroom window. Look again, there's my hand, and there's the tubes of the beans coming next to me. Well, I've got more than these of them, but I sensed out of this side, obviously the right hand side, my back door, I've been back to there really, and this energy just built up on the right side of it. Someone just stepped out in the back garden, and they just looked banana shape, and picked that up. Yeah. Right, that is, you squashed it. Mary won't be happy.
You've
Squashed
egged it.
Mary's. Right, Mary gave me this, you know, she's done the Mary Rodwell, that's it. And next, to do it digitally, and send her this on email. And she photographed this in Queensland, in Australia, in a bay flying in the skies. And I sent her someone an email, and I says, can I use that to do this lecture at the university now and put it in the book with your permission? And she was delighted. And I showed her, we spent an hour and a half in the corridor at Leeds University last September, an exopolitics conference, and I had hundreds of them, all just taken down Europe. Exactly similar designs, a little fire tail on it. And she'd only seen that one at Queensland Bay in Australia. And she was demonstrating. And I said, this is important, we do this connection area to show folk. And that's what she filmed in Australia. Again, thousands of miles away.
It's like a solar
There's
flare
mine.
connection.
There you go, that's one of mine from you. You see the similarity? Apart from no miles only squashed a bit, it's
It's a
more
solar
circle
flare
than that.
connection.
But look at that, it's them. More than miles away. There you go. Right, this is going off a different tangent, slightly. This is now going to Malcolm with his proof of life after death program that he did with the hospital connection, didn't you, earlier, Kevin? Right, well, this is proof of life after death. I'm telling you. This is my mother-in-law, Vic's mum, and she knows it. This is one day later, after her mum, bless her, in the early 70s, lost a battle with multiple myeloma cancer. And she'd eaten organic food, quite healthy, didn't drink, didn't smoke. She couldn't stand out, she got this awful cancer, and she was a bit naffed off. She went in the 70s, didn't she? So on this night, it was 2 o'clock in the morning the day before, Patricia, Vic's mum, my mother-in-law, never had a big, so she's still around with this. This happened in our living room. You've got to get this. That's my foot, honestly. That's the couch there. quite a few, 6 years ago. That's another cabinet. That cord at the top there is my daughter, who doesn't live with us, going out, but she came on this night. She was so upset, she'd lost her nana the day before. So can we stay with you, Mum and Dad? I'm so upset losing my nana. About 9:20 on the Saturday evening, Patricia had changed. I don't know if it's a die word because nothing dies. It changed. And I says to Vic at 9:20, just like I grew up with my daughter and Vic. And I said, the atmosphere's changed a little bit, I just need to show you. And Vic's worse than he was. You're not going to go film your ET footage now yet. I've just lost my mum, you sleep. I said, no, you bloody haven't. I said, I'm going to show you. So behind me at this side, I'm stood next to a 4-foot fish tanks behind me. And there's a bizarre thing about this one. As I was getting my camera out to take the photograph, it powered off around that height, that's why it's low down. I thought before I'd even treat it off, and I felt this energy burst into the camera. And Patricia, my mother-in-law, no, she didn't, took this picture herself. So you can see that, this is her life force here, and this column right there going towards my daughter, that's her pretty called, sobbing her out, bless her, losing her nan full, with all this pack of life force in it, in our living room, 6 years ago. There's a proof of life after death.
Yeah.
And that's how she used to appear to us. And that's big, you see that, really big, that was going up to the ceiling, in our living room.
Is that a silver cord? So it's silver cord related to the silver cord.
Pardon?
Silver cord that is
Oh yeah.
related to
Right, there you go. Do you know, some folk, when we did this at Edinburgh, didn't we, last year, some lads there says, Aileen Bell should be more careful, he's dangling his freaking camera cord in front of the lens. Does that look like a freaking cord of a camera? Barry Fitzgerald, when we went to Glasgow recently, did all that, the hotel in Glasgow, whacked it around in front of it and look at these pictures, and he couldn't even believe they were even suggesting that, didn't he? He says, well, like you talk about the morons.
No, I didn't mean to call it camera.
Yes, I know. I know what you meant. No, I want about these other guys that did this at Edinburgh, did it? And he knows I was a knowledge of wonder. Oh, right. Right. This is actually only, it must be about 5 weeks ago, wasn't it? Right. I have filmed these, this is one of my pictures, this. Malcolm told me to go on the website when I described to him what had happened to me. I mean, pop car about a few weeks back. And that is exactly what came to me. Not all of them, one.
Can I just quickly interject? So that's not a real photograph you're looking at, just to illustrate what Bill's trying to tell you. It's just to let you know, it's just to highlight the story.
Yeah. So anyway, it's much blacker than that, but the build on it and the silhouette design of these shadow foam was the exact what came to me in car park. When I came out of my car park this night from my local, and I go on, I'm always riding my bike, and I was unlocking the deal next to this 25-foot bush that's always next to me, which I connect with the cosmos. And the beams of light always come to me anyway, and I see them as soon as I come out, and I go to the field to see them. They're always harmoniously just floating around in the car park, and I film mostly, should come to the field, do some video filming, whatever. When I came out this night, and I went to my bike, which was a few feet away from this big bush that's next to it, they were zipping around really fast and agitated. And so I thought, what is that with you? You don't normally do that. Seconds after this fellow, was one of them, not all of them, came out because I tried to film it on my digital camera and I couldn't pick it up. Came and had a go at me for over an hour, and he was throwing me around on the grass of the car park like poltergeist activity. And trying to pull my waistband, which he did twice, off my eyes, and trying to get into my eyes and get to my cosmic soul, and trying to do some bad energy with me. He said, I just stood my ground with it. Bollock him off and said, don't you bust my fucking Ray-Ban, have you? Then it cost me 300, you told them, you buddy. So he kept coming out, but he never actually touched me. When my Ray-Bans went off, his hand, which was about twice as big as mine, with jet black, got about that close to me, and my glasses flew off. And then I was thrown backwards and whipped my head and neck on the grass, luckily, 2 or 3 times, and I felt it probably 3 weeks after, over it, and this bagger kept coming down bashing. Then I switched my phone on to run Nick Kyle in Glasgow, Scotland, from SSB which Malcolm knows, and I had my phone on, put it in my haversack bag there, and Nick heard me back in this light force for 11.5 minutes on film. And he was cracking himself that I was okay. Well, lots of people in Bad Brazil knows about these entities, and the thing about this one was, Victoria, now last year, saw it outside our bedroom window 5 days earlier, and she didn't tell me. And Barry Fitzgerald told you off, didn't he? He said she should have warned Bill about that, and he'd been on his guard for it. He tried to catch me out. And Vic had seen it going up and down outside our bedroom window, 5 days old. 7 months before that, I saw from the waist up, at the end of my bed, between the set of drawers and the window, and Vic's fast asleep next to me, our little dog Rocket in the bed, and they were like comatose and out for it. And I was battling with it again 7 months before that. And then this was only a few weeks back with Mal knows about, wasn't it?
Have you done anything different to sort of attract
Thank you.
it?
So I'm waving at the back here, frantically. Yeah, that.
Any question? Yeah, question.
Have you done anything different
Yeah, what?
in your routine or
No,
to
nothing.
attract it that
No,
you was
nothing.
aware of?
But,
Or was
I
you
showed,
getting more exposure
I
or
showed,
something?
no, I didn't do it, that's what I normally do. I've loads of Budweiser.
Ah, there you are. See?
Right, so, years before this, pancake down, flat, these shadow inches similar to that, it was to come in our house, but they weren't upright like this. This one was a few weeks ago. Were flat on the floor and in the garden, and follow me around and into the fields, and I've got loads of photographs there. And I'll show him about with these, and he says, loads of cousins, and this bugger came to have a go at you, and he go, connected with a good light in the cosmos, and they don't like it.
Yeah, for what reason though? Yeah, same. It's
Bugging me up.
exactly the same question, but for what? Were you feel? Did you feel like you were being scolded for some reason, or
Do you know the interesting
was it a
how he said-
jealousy thing
He
maybe?
says,
If
what's
there's
your age?
connection?
It was like, oh, I'm alright, I've been blood test for years. And he says, they generally have a go at somebody and they try to take your iron, like what it'll weaken you, and they come back at you and take it out again. So only a couple of weeks ago, didn't I?
Oh well, that's equal.
Since we came back from Glasgow, I've been getting massive cramp in both my legs. All day, on and off, going to spasms. Which never happened to me like that before. Every day when I concentrate, I'm still trying to kick in now, but I won't let it. I'm trying to
That's
stop
a
it.
conflict.
Did you
Yeah.
say they come to take your iron?
Yeah. Barry Fitzgerald said this to weaken you and have a go at you.
Energy battle.
So, yeah. So I went and had a blood test in York a few weeks ago, and the doctor couldn't believe how I was standing. He says, you are totally flatlined on iron in your bloody blood area, though. Where's your iron? I said, I don't know. But then Barry Fitzgerald said, isn't he? He said they nick the iron out and they'll come back and do it. So I'm on now 3 months of course of intensive iron tablets to fill my iron levels up. And he was back on the note and I didn't have a clue.
Far out there, yeah.
But Barry told me that, didn't he, Vic? And he said, they're after your iron and they're going to weaken you. I go, yeah, and it's these buggers. Oh, stuff you.
Energy vampires in the full sense.
And then, oh, right, this is only a few weeks back, isn't it? This is one of my best visits in 3 years. And Malcolm knows this, at 2 o'clock in the morning, didn't I send you a PM? Because you know, I was buzzing and so excited, wasn't I? I'm going mental, so when things happen to me in fields, a lot of times, I get on the house, so he knows instantly when I get in. So I send him a PM on Facebook that he gets the atmospherics and the mindset I'm in when this happened, didn't you? So, right, this is the farmer's field here. This is a lamp over the farmer's edge, which is over the road, on that side, it's not on this side, it's over the road from it. And then, you can see again, in this farmer's field, this spot, you see daylight shots I've taken of it as well to put into this side. This lit up, and I pissed it out the next day, about, it was about 215 feet away from me, because I pissed it out the next day, which was important to do. And I could see that with the naked eye, and from the distance away from me, I worked out it was about 4 to 5 foot big. And I felt, well, you see the farmer's field there, again, I told you about atmospherics and things changing.
Yeah.
The field shouldn't look like that at all, from a flash shot on a digital camera.
Connection to
This
crops.
life force here, visitor, is changing everything in the field around me.
Yeah.
And that did up to me about 200 feet away. And I thought, well, you're a big boy. You're 5 foot big. Not you, Malcolm, you moved taller. Just a bit of banter. Anyway, back to the cosmos. So, right, seconds later, he went to that. It's called morphine. And it energizes it. You've seen the picture before, there was a field of energy around it. And within seconds, it lit up like that. There's a corona around it. This is still exactly the same distance, about 200 feet away. And I was chatting to it for about 5 minutes or so. And I put my hands out like that. Do you want to come greet Haley Buildham? What's going in it? And I got the shock of my life, because seconds later, this never happened before, he shot towards me like a bullet, straight at me. I thought, bugger, what have I done?
Yeah, now what?
Oh, for it to go through
Okay.
me, off a wall. And I said, at arm's length, it stopped in front of me, And I was about right with the size of it, 4 to 5 foot from the 2 odd feet away in diameter. So it's like an Arctic truck coming on the highway, and obviously it just gets bigger as it comes towards you. This didn't morph and expand bigger, it was just big at that distance. When it stopped at arm's length in front of me, this is only like 4 weeks ago, it was 20 feet I worked out in diameter, because our living room is about 22 foot long, isn't it, Dave? So I worked out from our living room how big it was. And that's it zoomed in on. And it was 20 odd feet in diameter in front of me, suddenly. Then it went to a morphing shape again, and went to a comet's tail, started flying all around me. It was amazing stuff. So I tried to switch my camera on to video, because I could see it with naked eye. You're jumping out here.
Yeah,
Go back down.
What's the friend?
And
You're fired. Leave the room.
so I tried to record a video, because I could have done. I didn't press the record properly on my digital camera. And I didn't see REC come back on the camera. So I thought, I could sense it wasn't going to last long, so I took still pictures of it. But it was moving around me so fast, I thought, I tried to follow it in front of me, I thought, right, it's not working. So I thought, I stood still, you go past me, and I'll catch it. Go to the next shot, and I caught it. And that's a segment of it. Right, the green, and the naked eye, I didn't see it all. It was white to me. And then on the back of the camera, all this green energy appeared with it. And I thought, I didn't see that colour at all. And this is part of the beard, it was around me. Right. This is a bit one back. This was a while. Oh, this was a couple of weeks walking to Glasgow, wasn't it? That's my bedroom window again here. My neighbour's roof. That's about 50 feet in the sky. And I was chatting to the cousin in that garden. And I said, I'm off to Glasgow soon. Meet this guy from Power Fitzgerald coming over from Sligo and stuff. And other thought I'm going to meet at Glasgow. Give me a sign. So well, I have a bit of a gab with him there. Everything's okay, you're happy about it. Seconds later, I call this like, you've got these down, silent fireworks on planet Earth, haven't you? Well, that went off like a silent firework, and that's about 50 feet up, so that's big. I only did it for a split second, but luckily I sensed something was somewhere in the sky around my house, and I thought, I hope I've got that camera. I looked on the left-hand side of the digital camera, and it was just in the corner of it, and I went, Eureka, thank you very much. And I said, that's mine and yours, Cosmic Family, and gave me that sign. 2 weeks before I went to the conference in Glasgow.
So you've got video as well?
Of that?
Well, anything.
Oh yeah, I've got some videos.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I have.
Yeah.
I've got some amazing videos. Yeah. They're not on here, some stuff, because of the content I've got with the publisher and other things, but I've got some videos, some amazing entities.
Have you got a website where you can sort of go and look?
No, I haven't done a website yet. No, I'm afraid, but I've got a friend who's going to set a website up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see videos.
I've nicknamed it Vey, which I showed Barry had a look at, didn't he? When we met him in Glasgow at his hotel. I've only nicknamed it Vey because it's a visual, audible entity.
Right.
Well, cranky, I did not video this. He did it himself. All these orbs and things to get around it. On this night in the field, it was in 2011. I didn't realise it, so I went back to the computer, didn't I? How long ago it was? I thought it was like 2 or 3 years ago. And it was 2011, so like 5 years ago. And all these red orbs appeared about the size of basketballs. And I took about 38 pictures of them, dozens of them floating around me in the Farmers Field. When I downloaded them on the computer the next day, when I got to still frames 7, 8 and 9, turned into a video with an audio sound in it. With a critter life form 5 foot away from me, came out these red orbs and recorded itself.
No.
When you put the memory card back in the camera, all you get is my 38 still pictures. When it goes into the computer, the video appears. Isn't that extraordinary? There's a language on it, this entity.
I've heard you stuff on Facebook.
There is some, yeah.
About the videos.
Well, you've got a little bit on Facebook, there's Bill Rook, I probably should just go on there.
Yeah.
I tried to put Alien Bill on it,
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
For some
You've
reason.
got some videos on there, haven't you?
So, no, this video's not on.
But you've got some videos.
Oh yeah, come on in. Let's get the photo. Anyway, see, that's a filter shot of this life force travelling. See the energy in it? I've been told by other science professors that I know, you should filter all your consider hidden things in, just a still shot. Filter them all, there's other details in it. So that again is that, after that orb light came towards me, Mary Rodwell thinks that was a craft that came to me, and these light beams came out of it to have a bit of a gap with me and greet me and stuff. And I sent them to Mary in Australia, and that was her interpretation of it. And look at it. Somebody, even my mates at the pub said, that's Lunar Moon. I said, well, it's knackered.
Yeah. Pretty cancerous looking to me.
I said, "Moon like that? Howley. See, that's filter shot. See the energy building up down there? But it went to that orb shape. Nice drawing him out. These are all filter shots. A friend of mine called Jason Gleaves from Liverpool is an IT technician from the RAF. And he does also, he calls, I'll do my bit of magic for you, and he puts all these little hours and things on, he can do it instantly. And he's been helping my book for years. So these are from Jason in Liverpool. Bless him. And these are his own. He runs all these filters through it to pick up onto the details of it. And that's a
Sorry,
nice
can I
sheet.
just interrupt? Just a sec. Can you just last one on?
Do you want to go? Do you want Malcolm to go back?
No, that's it. See that one on the bottom left?
Yeah.
That's how it actually looked to you.
Yes,
The
I see
others
that
are
with
on
David
it,
Knight.
Because I've got two photographs that I took, and it looks kind of like that, but they're in daylight and really luminous. And I thought it looked like a little bird, but obviously, when you see it expanded, that's not really what it is. It's a little orb, isn't it, with light coming out the side of it.
Yeah.
But what I found really strange was, because I've got so many old pictures, the only time I've ever seen one that looks that shape. And the strange thing was, it was in sunny day, on a sunny day, and it was really bright. Like it had light inside it.
Isn't that great to see?
Isn't that amazing?
Yes, it
That's
is.
the first time I've ever seen something similar.
Yes, it's can be connected.
Yeah.
Of course it can.
It was really lovely.
Yeah. So these are all from Jason, my friend in Liverpool, done these for me. With Maximo. Welcome back, this is the field. So I went back a few days later to show the field, and obviously that's the hedge round. So this appeared sort of like around this area, up here.
There's a crop circle type field then.
So right, this is where I felt, and I got to the brow of this hill. Down here, this corner here somewhere, my bike's stuck here, behind this bushy dash where there's a little farmer's fence here. And that's where I walked up, and I paced it out, and it was roughly around about 215 feet away from me. So I went to the daylight shot so you can see the distance. And I've been filming that film for years. I filmed amazing stuff there. I filmed the craft there, which Victoria saw, bless her, after we went down to work at 2 o'clock in the morning. And it was like this decloaking that UFOs do. And it was less than about 80 to 100 feet off the ground. Again, as soon as I went into the field, I sensed, again, porcupine picking out going up, of static electricity. That, oh, something's going on here, it's a good thing. But what I saw on this 9 years ago, on this picture on here, because I caught the picture, 6 pictures, so I showed Vic now, woke her up. And she said, what the bloody hell was it? I don't know. So like in the Spielberg movies, and all the power goes down, the car batteries and lights and everything. I take 2 cameras, about 4, 5 or 6 different batteries out. Second later, all my cameras won't function properly, batteries are going dead, really quick. So this is a bit odd. It's like Spielberg stuff. So on this night, when I got this craft that appeared towards me, I took 6 pictures of it. It was a beige colour. It was like a saucer shape, but it must have been 80 to 100 feet crossing down there. In the middle of it, it was like a heart shape with black, but not tinted in like that, but heart shape the rest of it. And down one side of it was like a glowing staircase coming down, like disco lights, but like a railing. The lit up came down to the farmer's field towards me. And I was going to walk to it and get on them with me. And I'd have loved to. But it went nuts. So I took 6 pictures of this, and all my batteries and cameras went knackered out. So I went in, and it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. I walked Vic up, bless her. She grabbed blind. Look at this. All my cameras going wrong. She said, what's that? She said, this huge craft appeared in front of me in the film. I had 6 pictures of it, and I said, I've got to go back. She said, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going back. I said, all my batteries are gone. So I charged them up for about 15-20 minutes, went back to the field, see if it was still there, take some other pictures. When I got back in, I couldn't see it. I felt the energy still in the field. And I was like getting squashed with air. I'm not hurting, I've just been squashed a bit. And then, like a sonic boom, rippling, because the farmer's not high in the sky, went boom, boom, boom. Because the field, and I heard critters and dogs and other animals barking and making weird noises miles across this field. Whoever was there then shot off. When I got back in and checked the camera again, I thought I've got to download some computer. The pictures I took previously, the 6, had all gone off the camera. The ones I took when I got back at 20 past 2 in the morning were on the camera. The previous ones had disappeared off the camera. So I had Vic as a witness for it, didn't I, Vic? And they went. Right, Mal, come on in.
Yes, okay, well, many thanks for that.
All right.